Alrighty, welcome to another 3-on-3 cube draft. As always, I will strive to do my best, and you know what? Not the best opening pack, but I do think it's time to take a fetch land, and I'll take Scalding Tarn over Bloodstained Mire. I would rather have a blue fetch than a black one. The other cards of note in this pack, the old Great Jace. It used to be a fantastic card, still is a solid one. There's Jack Rabbit. Really, nothing on the level of a fetch land. So I think I'm going to take a fetch, and Sven is going to take a fetch, which leaves the bow taking pretty much Jace, Jack Rabbit, maybe Sculler, maybe Death Greeter, whatever fits their deck best, Elite Spellbinder, whatever. Maybe we get back a Rafine's Tower? I'm not sure. Okay, this pack, however, it's got a Chaos Defiler. That card's really strong. So Warhammer card, 5 mana, 5/4 trample. On ETB or death, it kills one of their non-land permanents, but it's also choose and not targeted. You can ignore the random part because that has to do with other opponents, which we do not have. It's also a name sticker. You know how much I love that card. Maybe I'll wheel that. But I'm going to take the Chaos Defiler, which I wish I'd taken Bloodstained Mire to go with Chaos Defiler. The Scalding Tarn will do fine. Passing a Subtlety, like I said, the name sticker, a Daze, Undercity Sewers. Yeah, not the craziest packs. Here, oh, there's a Fiery Confluence. There's also a Steam Vents, but I should just take Fiery Confluence. I don't have a strong reason to take Steam Vents. Noise Marine could come back. We could have the setup for a good big red deck. There's also a Natural Order. I mean, either Noise Marine or Goldspan is likely to come back. Oh, I really hope I wheel the name sticker, but I'm going to take Fiery Confluence here. Passing that Steam Vents, like I mentioned. Here, there's a Blood Crypt, which is pretty appealing. Yeah, that's definitely what I'm going to take. A Metamorphosis Fanatic, a Desperate Ritual, we'll see. Mox Opal and like Beza, Swarm Weaver, Figure are all fine cards, but it's a pretty easy Blood Crypt. And actually makes the Scalding Tarn look a little better than the Bloodstained Mire, because Tarn plus Blood Crypt is a Grixis land plus a red-black land. Blood Crypt plus Bloodstained Mire is just 2 red-black lands, so it kind of did work out, even though we took a red-black card immediately. And what do I expect to come back here? Well, the Desperate Ritual for sure. This pack's got a Currency Converter, a Pyrokinesis. Guide of Souls is a very good card. I think I'm going to take Currency Converter. Rite of Flame, too. Rite of Flame's got to come back. I've got to get big red. I think Pyrokinesis is good, but I think Currency Converter is a lot stronger. I could still end up red-black Reanimator, and I just don't want to pass a strong colorless card when this card is pretty narrow. Pyrokinesis does not go into too many decks. Also, of note that I passed a Thopter Foundry. Okay. This pack has a lot of stuff. There's a Bitter Triumph, there's a Brain Freeze, there's a Vaultborn Tyrant, there's a Force of Negation, not to mention Blood Tithe Harvester and Unholy Heat, and I guess Mishra's Workshop. I have a Chaos Defiler. That is an artifact. I didn't see other cards that were that great with Workshop. I kind of feel like I should take Bitter Triumph for Blood Tithe. Force is a good card, but it would not fit too well in my deck, and I don't have enough Reanimator stuff to really want a Vaultborn here. I will take Bitter Triumph. I think it's a pretty strong card. It goes nicely with Currency Converter. Oh, Death Greeter's wheeled? Okay, yeah, I'm going to take Death Greeter now. Oh, I'm feeling good about this name sticker. Let's go. I also have vague hopes that Blood Tithe Harvester could potentially wheel, though I don't think that's super likely. Basically, if name sticker wheels, I feel like I'm going to then get 2 other good big red cards, and if it doesn't, then that's fine too. We'll plot a different course, but it does seem like that it's possible that we could really have an open lane here. I think this is a pretty solid start as just like a red-black mid-range deck regardless, though. Name Sticker came back, Glorybringer in the pack. Yeah, we're slamming Name Sticker here over Burst Lightning and Glorybringer, and I'm excited. Let's see how this goes. Bitter Triumph is also a great combo with Currency Converter. If you turn 1 Converter, turn 2 Bitter Triumph, and you can just discard into the Converter if you want. And here there's Noise Marine and Goldspan. I think I'm going to take Goldspan. I think they're both pretty good. I've had more success with Goldspan. And, I mean, it is technically possible I'll get it back. I'd probably get a Jolly Balloon Man or a Battlesphere back, maybe an Oath. I'm not sure. But I just like Name Sticker into Goldspan. I think that's a stronger start. And then now there's a Desperate Ritual and there's a Firebolt. I should probably just take the Firebolt. Firebolt's a pretty strong card. Desperate Ritual is solid, but I think like I don't think I have to go crazy playing a bunch of cards that are bad. I would play a Rite of Flame if it came back, I depending on what else is in the pack, of course. But here, like, I just think Firebolt's a pretty good card. Discarding it to Converter is nice. Just casting it and then flashing it back is pretty nice. All right, Rite of Flame did come back. There's also Elvish Spirit Guide and a Born Oculus if I could fill the graveyard. But, all right, I have room for some rituals. I'll go with Rite of Flame for this one. And here, Unholy Heat came back, so did Brain Freeze, so did Soul Guide and Workshop. I don't mind missing out on Unholy Heat. I'll just take the Brain Freeze. It's a pretty strong card. All right. Sir Ginger or Harvester. I could hate Tireless Tracker. I guess I'll just take Harvester. It's pretty good. Oh, Glorybringer came back? That's kind of a gift. All right. I guess I could last pick. Oh, there we go. It was the Outland Liberator. All right. Well, we've got a really good start to a red deck with 2 strong black cards getting splashed off a Tarn and a Blood Crypt. Sounds pretty good to me. Any Mana Crypts? No, but there is a Psychic Frog. I am going to take the Psychic Frog. It's going to be a little awkward to splash, but it's just by far the best card. There's also a Mystic Confluence and Snapcaster. There's an Emrakul. FOMO hopefully wheels, but even if I don't end up playing it, I just don't really want to pass the Psychic Frog. And with a Scalding Tarn, yeah, there's a decent chance I can play this card. All right, here, there's an Abrade. There's an Overlord of the Boiler Villages that'll probably come back. There's an Alpha Deathclaw. This time I actually have the Fallout cards, so I'll be able to play them. But I don't think I want to take that. I think I'm just going to take the Abrade. It's not, like, impressive, but it's fine. And the rest of these cards, like, what's the best card in the pack? Flicker Wisp, Alpha Deathclaw, Mishra's Bauble. Maybe Basalt Monolith. Yeah, that's fine. I don't mind missing out on those. All right. So this pack's got a Windswept Heath, which is not looking particularly great for me. There's Magda and Rabblemaster and Night Scythe. These are all pretty solid, but I think I'm just going to take Watery Grave. I'll probably get one of these 3 cards back. Watery Grave is fetchable off Tarn and also just really helps in terms of casting Psychic Frog. And Psychic Frog is much better than these other cards. So let's take a card that moves me towards that. And then here I'll just take Embroiled Captain. Really good spot to pick up the Captain. It's a nice reason to have a Rite of Flame and Name Sticker in your deck for sure. Oh, there's an Underworld Breach. I have a Brain Freeze. All right. I mean, that's pretty reasonable. I think Ragavan is fantastic, but Breach Brain Freeze going into pack 3 seems fine. I don't have like a ton of card draw, but I'll be able to make this work. I mean, this is not a... Like, I know I like the Breach Brain Freeze combo more than almost anyone, but I do think it's actually good just to take the Breach and the Brain Freeze there. Like, Ragavan is good, but it's not the, like, best card in the world, and this combo is really sick. All right, I'm going to take Trumpet and Carnosaur. That's one I don't mind accelerating into. Passing up on Gaia's Cradle, Kitesail Arsonist, yeah. That is all fine with me. Okay, now though it's a little more tricky because there's an Echo of Eons, which works really well if I get LED, but isn't that great of a card in my deck otherwise, and FOMO is a lot more what this deck's looking for. So I think I am just going to take the FOMO. Pass up on a Talisman as well. I don't think Talisman is really what this deck wants, whereas FOMO is pretty decent. And then now I could just take an Overlord as like another just big red card over Alpha Deathclaw and Embereth Shieldbreaker. Oh, Magda and Rabblemaster and Night Scythe all wheel. Well, I'll take Magda because a 2-drop that gets treasures is pretty good for this. And you know what? Maybe the Psychic Frog doesn't end up getting played, but now that I have the Brain Freeze and Breach, it's pretty likely. Yeah, I'll be able to swing a Psychic Frog here. And then here, there's a Necron Deathmark. Yeah, I think that's probably better than a Fairy Mastermind or Portal of Phyrexia that I'm not going to play. I've got a couple double black anti-creature cards, so I could side into those if I wanted to. Dark Ritual. I mean, Dark Ritual works really nicely with all these things. City Traders is also good. Huh. I'm not going to take Gemstone Caverns, I don't think. I think I want Dark Ritual. It's also a really good card I would prefer not to pass. I need Dark Ritual out, Chaos Defiler, Goldspan Dragon, Overlord, Carnosaur. That's all very, very reasonable. The strongest card here, I think, is the Gaia's Cradle, so I guess I'll take it, even though all these cards are just reasonable. And then here there's a red-green land, a black-white land, and a Nature's Lore. Sure, I'll take a red-green land. I'll take a Curtains. Last pick, Rabblemaster. All right, well, red is open. And where's the good stuff? No, there isn't any. That's okay. I'll take an Arid Mesa. It gets a Blood Crypt. It's a red-black land. That, I think, is better than taking Remand. This isn't like the most Remand of decks anyway. And passing up on Shelldock, Percussionist, Containment Priest. All right. Fair enough, fair enough. And this pack has nothing I'm all that into. I guess Grim Monolith is pretty nice. Just cast a Grim Monolith and then cast one of these big things. Sure. Take that over Carnage Interpreter, Lutri, Chainsaw, Mystical Tutor, Gitaxian Probe, Mawlock. These are all okay cards. Really what I want to see is LED. I would take basically anything over a Lion's Eye Diamond. Take Lion's Eye Diamond over basically anything. Here, I guess I passed the Basalt Monolith. I guess I'll just take Underground Sea. Another Underground Sea is going to be good in this deck. I don't think I need Taiga. I don't have any green cards. If the Mawlock wheels, I'll kind of like, I wish I had it. There's also Faithless Looting, which is nice with Currency Converter and Underworld Breach, but I don't think that that's a high priority. Oh, I do like a Seasoned Pyromancer. Oh, I really love Snuff Out, though. I've got to take Snuff Out. No one else is playing red, really. And Snuff Out is just an exact kind of card that this deck wants. Just to kill like a big thing is really good. All right, and this pack's got Counterspell, Mind Twist, Ketria Triumph. Ketria Triumph does make Arid Mesa get blue. This actually is looking like a Mind Twist deck. I know I never take Mind Twist, but having Dark Ritual, Grim Monolith, Name Sticker Goblin, I actually think Mind Twist is going to be sick here. So, look, you might think my pick orders are static, but they're not. All right, Volcanic Island is actually the land I wanted more than Ketria Triumph, and, we're not getting LED. That makes me pretty sad. There's Oliphant as well, but I really want to be able to cast this Psychic Frog, so let's do that. And I can still play Underworld Breach Brain Freeze in my deck. It's just going to be a little harder. Basically, I need to kick things off by making a bunch of mana, and then, hold on. I'm not going to take Percussion as much as I like it. There's also Shelldock, but at this point, I'll take Remand. If it's going to wheel, and I also picked up Volcanic Island and Underground Sea, my mana's gotten a lot better, so I'll take Remand here. And then would I play Carnage Interpreter or Chainsaw or Night's Whisper? They're all pretty reasonable. Carnage Interpreter, it's been medium for me, though it's got some combos. Currency Converter Carnage Interpreter is pretty nice. I guess it's red or black. Yeah, all right. I'm in for Interpreter here. Faithless Looting Wield, but I might actually be in the Hymn to Turok bracket at this point. My mana is looking like it would support it reasonably well. I guess Arid Mesa doesn't. No, it does get black. I have 4 duels. Yeah, I have some pretty good lands. Him is a very good card if you can cast it. It's that or I just take Faithless Looting. Maybe Faithless Looting's better. No, I'll just take the Him. That seems fine. It's close. I don't know. And here, right now, I could probably cut the FOMO at this point. It is nice with Currency Converter. And maybe I cut Overlord of the Boiler Builders. I picked up some good big stuff to cast. Maybe I just side in the Him. Right now, this is 15 lands, plus Dark Ritual, Rite of Flame. Seasoned Pyro came back, as I thought it would. I will take it. I'll be happy with that one. Yeah, this Currency Converter is going to be pretty nice in this deck. I will say that. I kind of like the Overlord of the Boiler Builders, though. I don't know. Maybe I take out Firebolt. Also, taking out cheap cards is kind of nice with Carnosaur deck. I don't really want to, hit a Firebolt. Oh, I will take Legion Extruder. This looks good in this deck, too. I could maybe take out this Bitter Triumph. I feel like I don't have that many black cards in it. This way I wouldn't have to play a lot of black sources. Grief is at least a nice sideboard card, and I'll pass a World Spine Worm, whatever. So, yeah, like I said, this is like 15 lands, and I need to cut a couple cards. I mean, given that I didn't pick up Lotus Petal or LED, it's possible I just cut Breach Brain Freeze. Would I play Percussionist in this deck? I don't have anything to sacrifice it to is the big problem. So I think I'll just hate the Sentinel at that point. Oh, Chainsaw is not a 0. Red-Black Talisman is also... Oh, wait, I do have something to sack the Monkey to. I do have Legion Extruder. This deck doesn't look like it's going to have a hard time finishing. So yeah, I guess I do wish I took Ragavan over Underworld Breach, but we'll see. Let's go to deck building. All right, so mana's pretty good. I can swing Remand, Psychic Frog, Snuff Out, Mind Twist easy. Dark Ritual 2. Let's see, if I have one island, I'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blue sources for 2 blue cards. And then I also have a currency converter to Magda. I probably don't need this chainsaw, unfortunately. And then if I play 2 swamps, I'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 black. Yeah, that is plenty. And then 5 mountains. Because I think 16 lands is fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I had 7 mountains to it. Hold on. Oh, okay, that is enough though. Anyways, 1, 2, 9, 10, 11 red plus talisman. Yeah, I could actually go down 1 swamp and up 1 more mountain because I have 1, 2, 3, 4 lands that tap for it plus the 2 fetches is 6, and then I have talisman as 7 plus Magda as 8. I mean, I'm not casting as many turn 2 Psychic Frogs as I would like, but I think this is still pretty good. I might side in Brain Freeze Breach. I think so when you don't have an LED or a Lotus Petal, you need like something like at least 6 mana, sometimes more, to go off. It's a little complicated because I have Dark Ritual, so I can go, though actually, here, hold. Let's do a few things. Let's add a couple basics to the sideboard because I could potentially go heavier on black. Probably won't be heavier on blue. And then I need to switch this Dark Ritual because I think I would like to play this one. Anyways, what you can do with Brain Freeze Breach with Dark Rituals, if you have Dark Ritual to start, you can go like Dark Ritual, cast Breach, Dark Ritual, cast Brain Freeze, and you're not getting extra blue mana off the Dark Ritual, but you can generate a lot of colorless effectively, and then it hopefully gives you enough to Brain Freeze them out. I just think this is a good aggro deck. So yeah, I would have preferred to have a Ragavan, but I think this has worked out pretty nicely. All right, let's see how this goes, shall we? All right, time for round 1 here. Let's play first. Oh, playing against a companion. Probably Lutri. We did see that one in there, though. You know, it's Luris. Okay. I will keep this hand. It's a little heavy on lands, but turn 2 Talisman, turn 3 Rabblemaster, and if I draw any big thing, I can just turn 3 Name Sticker. I mean, obviously it depends on what we draw, but I probably will want to just play Name Sticker on 3 and then Rabblemaster maybe plus something, but we'll see what our draw looks like. All right, opponent mulligan to 6. I will play Blood Crypt. I mean, if I draw Psychic Frog, turn 2 Psychic Frog would be nice. Haha, there's that Ragavan. All right, well, I'll play Talisman. Jewel land so far. Let's hope Ragavan hits land or something useless and I draw something good. I mean, I'll have some decent blockers for Ragavan in a second here. They hit Mind Twist? Oh man, the Mind Twist would have been so good for me. I would have had turn 3 Name Sticker, Mind Twist you for 1,000,000. All right, I'm going to get Mind Twisted for 2 here. Let's hope it doesn't hit my 2 spells, huh? Okay, hit Rabblemaster. That's my best card and left me with Name Sticker. All right, I mean, I'll play the Name Sticker. And I think I dashed this one in. Put a counter on the Name Sticker. Hit for 4. I just don't have anything else going on, so it feels like getting to recast the Death Greeter would be decent. Urborg. Okay. Is my Name Sticker dying here? Prismatic ending my Name Sticker? Sure. Alright, let's draw something good, huh? What the exile? Oh, a Rite of Flame? Oh my god, is the Rite of Flame gonna let them cast something? Alright. Alright, let's draw. Ooh. That's interesting. This makes me regret playing the Death Greeters, but I guess what I will do is I will just cast Death Greeter, Put a counter on it, pass the turn. And then next turn, play the Emberwild here. Hopefully this Death Greeters doesn't die in the meantime. I mean, had I not attacked with Death Greeters last turn, the Ragavan wouldn't have hit the Rite of Flames, so that actually would have been kind of awkward for me. Okay, a bunch of idiots. So I think I'm going to play the Emberwild here, unless I draw something big. That would be even better. That doesn't do anything. So I'm going to play Emberwild, and I'm going to lose the Monarch, but I might be able to get some good blocks in first. Pass the turn. I get to pump there. I figure, what's up with this Urborg? Oh, Legion Extruder looks really nice here. Like, this is just going to get to come down, eat a creature, and then sack the Talisman or Grim Monolith or both into making more creatures. Okay, so I'm going to block Figure of Destiny with Emberwild Captain. Oh, I see. Well, I don't lose the Monarch this way. So I don't think this was an ideal attack. I don't know. It depends what's in their hand, I guess. But this worked out, I think, fairly well. Oh, what is this? This last thing. Hopefully. Is it Savine's Reclamation? No. Oh, it's... Wait, Reanimate? Why did they tap so much mana? Oh, they're putting Luris into hand. I see. Okay. Reanimate is pretty strong. I get to go Legion Extruder now and kill the Emberwild Captain. Oh man, Reanimate. What a bummer. All right. Land past the turn. And then now they're on Luris. Oh, the Urborg, of course, is for Luris. Sure, that makes a lot of sense. And there's also black cards, apparently. Reanimate is one of them. I think I'm going to sack the Talisman first. I'm going to make a 3/3. Luris is going to come down and replay either Thalia or Figure. And I'm going to hope to draw just any action. I have a lot of mana. Even without the Talisman, I'll have 8 mana here. So we've got some draws we could make. All right. What is this? Oh, Securiton Squadron was the draw. So this makes a 2/2 plus a 3/3? No, 2/2 plus a 4/4 for 5 mana. I'd never cast that card yet. All right, well, that's going to make things a little tougher. Dang, they already had a Luris in hand. They drew something good. And then they're drawing off the Monarch, and I drew... Phew, that was about as good as it gets. All right. Glorybringer. Let's go Glorybringer. And attack with Exertion. Kill the 4/4. Pass the turn. They go to 7. I become the Monarch. They have a lot of cards in their hand, so I don't love that. But I do get to make 2 3/3s to block. So if they attack with everything to take the Monarch back, they lose a Ragavan and a Scrapwork Mutt. I think, because I don't want to leave... I don't think I want to kill Securiton Squadron. Oh, it is Vigilance. I probably will kill the Securiton Squadron then. All right. I mean, if they've got another thing here, then yeah, this could be very bad for me. But if it's just Luris, replay something, it's not the worst. It really is not. Because they lose 2 creatures here. I go to 14. They can go Luris and any one of these things, but none of them block the 3/3s all that well, so I'm going to get the Monarch back in a second, assuming they don't play something that I don't know about, of course. They could have a lot of different stuff. This looks like Luris to me, though. Yeah, there's Luris. Figure? Thalia? It's all kind of the same. I guess they're not playing Thalia. They're playing a 1-drop, sure. Ragavan's the cheapest. Oh, and they had one more thing. They have the Blood Tithe. Okay. All right, so if I draw something here, it'd be really good. Really, really good. Let's go. A little bit of action. Glorybringer was a great start. Let's see if I can get just a tad bit more. And, yeah. Oh, they're mind collapsing the Glorybringer now. Well, I drew in a Braid. So what I'm gonna do is attack with these two. I assume they're not gonna block with Luris. All right, and deals 3 damage to target creature. Kill the Luris, and I'll play my land too. This is a grind. They have the Monarch right now, so currently they're winning. And they have, I guess they're cycling a land probably here. That Mind Collapse was brutal. It would have been really nice to have that Glorybringer. But drawing the Abrade was obviously very good. Okay, if they don't have a play here, if their last card isn't anything, they do get to draw a card end of turn, and then they're going to get to chump with the Scrapwork Mutt, so I'm not really loving my spot here. Let's crack this. I don't have any Surveil lands or anything cool to get. I'll just get a Watery Grave. I have 3 red already. That should be enough. All right. Let's draw. One more piece of action? No. Yeah, I'm pretty dead then. If I had even one more artifact to sack to the Legion Extruder, that would have been a pretty big game, but sadly, no. Pass the turn, and I have to imagine that now that they have 3 cards, like they had a brick, or at least something they didn't play, and then they drew a card end of turn and a card for their turn, so it's pretty hard to miss too much. I guess they're bringing back Scrapwork Mutt, so maybe, you know, they discard a land here. Okay, a Bauble isn't anything. Like, it's a card later, but if they have no instants in their hand and I can sneak this golem token in. I'm just going to do this. Take less damage. I don't know. If they have a removal spell, they have a removal spell. It's pretty bad for me. I'd rather not take extra damage if I can help it. Doesn't seem like... The only thing it really gets punished by is I'm sorcery speed removal spell. Okay. Bob, they do get to draw a card end of turn. All right, if I hit something here, I actually feel like I could be in it. They're going to get to draw a card on my turn also because of the Bauble. So it really has to be this turn. Let's go. All right. Well, let's attack. I certainly don't have anything better to do. Okay, they chump, of course. They're not going to go to 4, give me the Monarch, and then have a Bob in play. Land, go. Okay, they didn't play anything end of turn. Surveil land, sure. Hopefully they mill. No, they kept it on top. All right, no plays, end of turn. They kept a card on top, though, so it has to be an instant, I would imagine, or a really strong card to play on their next turn, but it feels like an instant is way more likely. All right. Let's attack. Anything? Anything? Bolt. All right, well, I guess I'll use this. Legion Extruder has really, like, been the best card this game. It's been pretty painful drawing land when I really needed some action. But I did peel Glorybringer into Abrade, and, like, if I hadn't drawn those two, I would have been really dead. So those at least gave me a shot, though. At some point, I'm really going to need a spell or I'm just super dead. I don't have very many lands left in my deck. I have 5 lands left in my deck of 18 cards. 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, and they have, to put it into context, they have probably 7 lands left out of their 13 cards. So, yeah. Embereth Shieldbreaker, and they don't have the red to replay it, but it can kill my golem. Cool. This is great. That's exactly what I wanted. I mean, I guess I could draw Overlord of the Boiler Bilges or Trumpeting Carnosaur and have like a big play, but yeah, Tide Hollow Sculler, sure. In a shocking twist, obviously I don't have a spell. And then they get Embereth Shieldbreaker. All right, I mean, these plays are not crazy good or anything. Like, I feel like I kind of have a shot. I really shouldn't crack this Mesa. Paying 1 life to shuffle and fetch a land is not a good deal. Especially since that would make it 1 turn less of getting attacked. All right, well, I guess Overlord of the Boiler Bilges is a nice card. Would have been an easy win a few turns ago, but, you know, is what it is. All right, Overlord. I'm just going to nug them for 4, I feel like. It just feels like that opens the door to just attacking and winning. It seems a lot better. I mean, if they kill the Overlord, I could have killed one of their 2/1s or something, but didn't feel like that's what I wanted to do. Okay, Elegant Parlor. Please, graveyard. Yeah, that's a graveyard. What do they have? They have an answer to the Overlord? Sheltered by Ghosts. Okay. Well, I'm going to need to... If I can kill this Tidehollow Sculler, then we get an Overlord back, and that's a pretty big game. I'm going to 8 here, and they're going up to 6. All right. Sheltered by Ghosts is nice in a Luris deck. All right. Anything? Anythings? Okay, then. All my complaints. And Fiery Confluence looks like it'll come down and save the day. Whoo! Did we steal one here? It looks like we might have. We draw 2 bangers right in a row after hitting 3 lands, so let's go. 3 or 4 lands? I don't know. However many. It didn't matter because drawing Fiery Confluence was exactly what we wanted. Couldn't think of a better card. I could have killed the Tidehollow Sculler and done 4 to them, but it feels like that wouldn't have been a good play because there's a lot of things that could go wrong there. All right, so let's make sure our teammates can see what they've got going on. But, ooh, what a game 1. All right, back in it. Against Luris, I kind of want to board in, like, Remand isn't even that good against a low curve deck. The funny thing is Brain Freeze is good in a really long game, but excuse me. I think I would rather board in like a bunch of black cards. Let's see. If I take out this island, I'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blue. Yeah, that's still enough for this frog. So take out an island, put in, I think I'll put in 3 swamps. I'll take out a mountain, and let's see. Right now I have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I could probably go 8 black with a Dark Ritual. Okay, so I've got that. Then I want to put in... I like Mind Twist and him against Luris, because there's going to be this 1-turn window where they put Luris into hand, which I think it's going to be pretty nice. I think I'm going to take out the Rite of Flame. I like all the big stuff. I think that is really excellent. And I still need to cut a couple cards here. I just like boarding into just red-black kind of control almost. Is there any chance... Maybe I just don't want the Psychic Frog? It's a really good card. They have Mind Collapse. Prismatic Ending. Yeah, they got some answers. Let's take out the Watery Grave for a swamp. And... we can leave Underground Sea and Volcanic End. Those are fine. They don't really cause any problems. One more card to take out. Maybe I just take out Rabble Master. They have a lot of creatures. Oh, Chainsaw also seems kind of nice. Maybe I take out Magda and I just put in mono removal. All right. I kind of like that. This looks like a good sideboard plan. Just tons of removal. Obviously, Luris is good at grinding, but I've got some card advantage mechanisms as well on the draw here. And let's hope we don't get Ragavond out, huh? Bitter Triumph, him. Yeah, this looks like the plan. Turn 1 Ragavond, still pretty annoying. But I've got turn 2 him. All right, no turn 1 play. And I don't even need to him right on 2. Obviously, it is pretty nice to sometimes get to snipe their like 3-drop or maybe hit their 3rd land or something, you know, that by doing it early. But if they play a creature I have to kill this turn, I can just leave up Bitter Triumph and that's fine. Would like to not draw more lands, hopefully. Thalia. Well, I guess I can't do any of those things. Oh my god. Thalia. Well, I'll have a play next turn. Thalia is going to be kind of like a time walk, though. Let's hope that they don't use this turn to play like a really good threat. I mean, they can't play a 3-drop because it's Lurrus, or at least not a 3-drop creature. Oh, no plays at all? All right. That's interesting. Let's just cast Chainsaw here because it's a sorcery. I really want to kill this Thalia so that I can play 2 spells next turn. Boom. All right, didn't put Lurrus in a hand, and what are we casting? We got something? Cathar Commando? That would make sense, yeah, sure. Next turn, I have a Braid plus him or Bitter Triumph plus him into Glorybringer. I mean, that is a pretty good sequence. I wouldn't mind trying to wait to him until they Lurrus, but it'll depend a lot on what they play this turn. Right, they didn't have a different 3-drop to play or 2-drop to play, so is this Lurrus in the hand? Okay. Now, oh, if I Overlord that, they can just kill it, so I don't really want to do that. I think I'm gonna hymn them and hope to hit Lurrus here. That would be really nice. 40% chance. I hit Fire Covenant and Securiton Squadron. All right. The reason I thought it was worth doing is if they cast Lurrus and then play something, I can just kill the Lurrus then and they get 1 card out of it. If I obviously take it now, it just completely nips it in the bud. We'll see what they've got. Okay. Bauble, I'm okay with. Oh, do they not have a land? That's the other thing, is if they didn't have a 5th land, sometimes hymning their 5th land, or rather if they had a 5th land in hand, sometimes hymning their 5th land could be pretty good. Because look, now they're going to go Lurrus, replay Bauble, and then that's just not that big of a deal. I am not going to kill it right now. All right. And no attacks? Interesting. Let's deal 3 to target creature. Let's kill Lurrus. This way, I am going to play the Glorybringer, but they'll kill my Chainsaw. That's fine. But I needed to kill Lurrus first, because if I kill... Oh. No, I don't want to do that one, because that one... I mean, I have so many good removal spells. Like, look at my hand. The Chaos Defiler also gets killed by Cathar Commando, so let's just go ahead and exert here. Eat the Cathar Commando, they get to kill the Chainsaw. It did its job, it's fine. Okay, so they have 5 cards in hand and 4 lands. I have 5 lands, a Glorybringer, and 3 cards, so we're both at 9 cards. You know, I 2-for-1'd off him, they 2-for-1'd off Lurrus. Everything else was just 1-for-1s, basically. Because Cathar Commando... Well, no, I 2-for-1'd off Glorybringer as well. But I guess Cathar Commando killed the Chainsaw, but the Chainsaw killed the Thalia, so that kind of breaks even. And then my hand has 2 more giant monsters that kill something when I play them, and another terror. So, like, it feels pretty good, but obviously, if they, like, start... Okay, sure, that's fine. If they start by, like, making me discard or something, that could be bad. Let's see what I draw here. Oh, this is such a good draw. Oh my god. All right. We're turning it around. The luck is back, he says, jinxing it. It was going to be unclear to me if I drew a land whether I should just play Overlord and nug them for 4 and give up potential card advantage. But drawing Emberwild Captain is just so perfect because not only does it make it, oh, party foul, Gemstone Cavern's on the play this game. They got to watch out with that one. Not only does Emberwild Captain draw me extra cards, it also means I can just wait on these things and just play them once I have targets. Though, if I get a successful hit in with Emberwild Captain here, I'm definitely playing the Overlord. I feel like I've got plenty of... All right. I still think I'm going to play the Overlord here. I feel like I've got 2 more removal spells in hand, and using my mana here plus nugging them for 4 seems pretty reasonable. The Boiler Bilges, nug them. Mind Twist. That not going to be too relevant this game, I don't think. But I finally took the Mind Twist. See, like, if they, like, I guess our teammate has the Metamorph. If they like were able to clone that or something, they're just going to be killing my things every turn while I have a card draw engine. Yeah, let's go Mind Twist for 2 here. It feels like it's worth just getting their next 2 removal spells. Prismatic Ending, Sheltered by Ghosts. Yep. All right. I think we got this. Red-black control, baby. Little Rakdos grind-em-outs. I mean, their best draw is like Reanimate, which they didn't draw this turn. Because if they go like Reanimate on Luris, they could get something going. Or Reanimate on Emberwild in order to get the Monarch. But they kept a card on top, so I guess that maybe is coming. I'm just going to cast Carnosaur here. All right, boom. Carnosaur, hit Grim Monolith, sure. Pass the turn. And at best, they're reanimating, in which case I've got some answers. Well, not at best. They who knows what they could have. They could have something pretty good. Reanimate is like a reasonable assumption, though. The Securiton Squadron is pretty good. I thought I made a 2-2 and a 3-3. Yeah, it was, in fact, Reanimate on Emberwild Captain, sure. I'm not even going to Bitter Triumph it, because I'm just going to use the Legion Extruder. Yeah, they need to draw exactly a removal spell at this point. Legion Extruder. Nug the Captain. And boom, got him. All right, that was sick. We got round 1, and worked out nicely to side out some of the basically the blue and some of the cheaper stuff for just more control elements like the chainsaw and I think I put in the Firebolt. Unless did I just miss it? Wow. Hold on. I guess my game closed. I couldn't even tell. In any case, it worked out nicely. On to round 2. All right, time for round 2, playing against Reanimator. I'm going to keep this hand. I have turn 1 Converter, turn 2 use Converter. They're mulling. And if I can find a 3rd land and something to play with Name Sticker, that could be pretty good. I can Abrade and Fiery Confluence to blow some stuff up. The Snuff Out might be getting discarded, but not like an incredible hand, but I think a keepable one here. All right. Island go after mulling to 5. All right, well, let's go Mountain, Currency Converter. Hopefully we don't get Spell Pierced here. Into Swamp, so they don't have Mana Drain up. That is a card in their deck. Well, I drew the 3rd land, so that part's not an issue. I'm probably discarding a land to Currency Converter here because getting a treasure out of it is decent. And let's see. Draw. No, actually, I'm going to discard a Snuff Out. I'm not very close to casting it. And, well, there I could have. Let's go land. Let's just chill here. I could Grim, but I kind of want to just use Currency Converter again. I don't really have anything. Making a 2-2 is not going to be that exciting. All right. Mox is fine. Mox, no land play. So I'm probably going to Abrade the Mox, but first let's convert. Okay, time to convert one of these mountains. Draw. Yeah, let's go. Well, I could Name Sticker, but I think I'm just going to go Magda. I'm playing against Mana Drain, so I feel like getting Name Sticker Mana Drained, or worse, the Goldspan Mana Drained. Just no real reason to do that. Okay, I'm going to pass. Now, upkeep, I'm going to Abrade the Mox Sapphire. If they use it end of turn, of course, that's a different thing. All right. End of turn, kill the Magda. Okay, well, let's destroy target artifact. I feel like they have Mana Drain in hand. If they want to Mana Drain this now, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with losing Magda as well. And then I will make a 2-2 token end of turn. And I'll see what they've got going. Breeding Pool, untapped. Okay. Like a Terra Sunder or something. Well, let's make a 2-2, I think. Draw. Oh, Psychic Frog. Psychic Frogerto, huh? Let's start with Name Sticker Goblin. See where we go from there. Mana leak. All right. That's fine. Let's make a Psychic Frog now. Yeah, that worked out all right. And if they have a mana drain as well? Oh, looks like they do. Okay. Oh, a counterspell. Well, they're one card in hand, and next turn I can play Goldspan, so that seems pretty reasonable to me. We've traded off cards. We've traded off 4 for 4 so far. Planner Genesis, sure. We've traded off 4 cards. I've managed to loot twice with Converter, which also has made a Rogue. They mulligan to 5. It's just a grindy game, but that's the games this deck wants to play. I'm glad when games kind of go long. So, all right, well, Grim Monolith. And I think Goldspan is going to be by far the best card I could play here. All right. Now they go to 10, so they're just dead next turn. I mean, by a lot, honestly. Deathgreater Champion on Goldspan does 10 by itself if the Goldspan connects. Of course, the Fiery Confluence is pretty nice. And, oh, Show and Tell. Okay. Huh. Assuming they're putting an Archon into play, I don't think I want to put anything into play. Oh, it's an Emrakul. Okay. I didn't anticipate that. I thought it was going to be Archon of Cruelty here. Let's see. I assume I have a win here. Yeah. I have Death Greeters, cast, sacking the treasure. And I just cast this. Make my Rogue into a double striker. Yeah, this should work. They block one of these two, go to 6, and then I Fiery Confluence them. So they have to have actual Spell Pierce. I don't even lose if that's the case, because I have enough permanents to sacrifice to Emrakul. But obviously it'd be better if this just worked out. All right, and then boom, Fiery Confluence, dealing 2 damage to each opponent 3 times. Ending the games just like before. All right, up a game here against Reanimator. They have Emrakul, so I definitely don't want Brain Freeze, actually. I do think I want to side in black again. I'll keep the Psychic Frog. I think Psychic Frog is good. Snuff Out does not look good. Chaos Defiler is really good against Show and Tell. I just want to put in more hand disruption to try to stop them from comboing. Feels like that is going to be good here. I think I'll take on an island and a mountain and put in 2 swamps. And I also want to cut Legion Extruder. It's not really going to be doing the thing. I think I will keep Rite of Flame. Is that right? I kind of want to keep the burn in. Abrade kills the Mox. Oh, Concealing Curtains is probably good. All right, let's take out Rite of Flame and let's take out Abrade. I think that's fine. We'll keep all the 3s. All right. Let's see how this works out. All right. Well, I'm definitely keeping this hand. It's kind of an interesting one. We'll see what they do. Obviously, if they go turn 1 Imperial Seal, that's like a completely different thing. I kind of want to just Dark Ritual Grief on 2 and then turn 3 Namesticker Glorybringer is kind of the goal. Obviously, they have a lot of 2-mana counters, but Grief pitching Dark Ritual to take a 2-mana counter really isn't that exciting either. So, let's see. Oh, Hymn to Turok. Huh. They're keeping mana up. Let's just chill. They don't have any swamps in play. They don't look like they're leading towards a combo this instant. Oh, I'm definitely not walking into mana drain if we're just chilling here. All right, land. And next turn, maybe I can get something going. Another black would also do the trick. Oh, they're discarding manually? Oh, okay, well, if they're doing this on purpose, if they're discarding an Archon here, all right, now it's time for me to do my thing. How do I do this, though, is kind of the question. Let's see, I have 4, 5, 6 mana. If I name sticker, I go to 3. I really needed another black mana, funnily enough, because I can't grief and him in the same turn. Unless I gold span? Maybe. I think I'm going to grief. Stern scolding. Well, that's fine, because I'll go name sticker. All right, I need to hit 4. Well, that's the minimum. Oops, almost got that wrong. I can gold span, and then I can him. Okay, well, we're a lot riding on this him here. But they probably need to keep the reanimator spell and at least a black. I get Island Mana Leak. All right, I guess I'm probably going to lose then. Oh, they don't have a blue or black mana. They have Oath of Druids. Interesting. Okay, well, I'll hit for 6 then. Put them to 10, and then sack this for blue. Psychic Frog into Currency Converter past the turn. They get to Oath here. Let's see what they oath up. Obviously, Emrakul is one of the cards they could oath up. They hit Metamorphosis Fanatic to get back the Archon. Okay. Brutal, but okay. Yeah, I don't think there's any point in converting. Sack name sticker, discard Glorybringer. Metamorphosis Fanatics. Now I have a life-linking Archon in play. I guess I'm dead, huh? I tried. Oh, they had a Bazaar anyway to discard. Into Sylvan Library, sure. I mean, I had grief plus him, and I still didn't get there. Let's put Glorybringer into play. Let's draw. I don't even really think I have something that can kill the Archon here. Now I drew the Mind Twist, huh? Okay, I guess I'll Mind Twist you for 3, sure. And they can Bazaar now or they can Bazaar later. It doesn't really matter. So currently they're going to get to Oath of Druids here. I guess it's worth attacking with like the Rogue, but then if they block and kill it, they attack me back with Archon. I mean, I guess it's still better to attack with it. They'll just take 2. They discarded Emrakul, Mana Drain, Mana Crypt. Yeah, we're outmatched a little bit here. They have Vaultborn Tyrant as well. I mean, I'm pretty dead here. I don't think I can beat this as is, not to mention Sylvan Library and Oath. Yeah, they're going to get to Oath up something else here. I mean, maybe if Emrakul's their last card. They have Valgavoth, exiling or discarding Cryptic Command. Counters. All right. So going to game 3 here. Yeah, Oath is good. There's not much I can do about that. Okay. And still don't really want the Brain Freeze. All right. Would like to play first. Yeah, I guess I'll keep. This matchup seems horrendous. Like, they have Mana Drain, Mana Leak, Counterspell, Stern Scolding, and then a combo finish. But so I don't think I'm supposed to mulligan this hand. I have turn 2 Talisman, turn 3 hope I can resolve a Seasoned Pyromancer. And if it doesn't resolve, then yeah, so be it. Drawing an Underground Sea would be pretty nice here. It feels likely they have and they have a Mox, of course. Feels likely they have. Oh, that's not Oath of Druids. They have Stern Scolding. In fact, I'm almost assuredly they do. All right, I'm going to Mind Twist for 2 then. Maybe I'll take out a Stern Scolding. It just seems to me like that's the card they've got. All right, hit Metamorphosis Fanatic and Talon Gates. Okay. Would like to draw a land here. If I draw a land, I can cast, or a swamp, rather, I can cast him. Any land I could maybe either put out Overlord or a Death Greeter champion. I guess I could just cast Death Greeter regardless. I mean, he could have played Pyromancer there. I just think it's going to, like, get hit by Stern Scolding, because I think the Sylvan could have come down turn 1. Obviously, they could have drawn the Mox or the Sylvan or the Man Confluence later, but still. Okay, they paid 4 life. Unmarked Grave. Don't love that. Putting an Archon in the graveyard, perhaps, or a Vaultborn Tyrant. Archon. No land play. All right, draw. Now I just have to play this, I think. Yeah, Stern Scolding me. Shocker. I mean, I could have played the Death Greeter, but it doesn't do anything here, so I just have to hope that somehow they didn't have it and I drew something, because I'm about to get completely worked here. Mystical Tutor for a reanimate of some kind. A Shallow Grave. Well, Shallow Grave is not the end of the world. Obviously, it's not good, and they're going to gain a bunch of life, and I discard 2, they draw 2, but I don't have any creatures in play, so it's not so bad. Oh man, if I'd played Death Greeter, they would have just let it resolve and then Shallow Grave and killed it, so that wouldn't have worked out great. I guess I'm going to discard Overlord and Death Greeter, or maybe Overlord and Remand. I don't want to discard him or Chaos Defiler, so I'm discarding 2 of these 3. Overlord really just doesn't do anything, and neither. I think Remand could be okay, but I can't cast it right now, so I think I'm just going to have to discard Death Greeter, or keep Death Greeter. At least I could play Death Greeter if I don't draw anything here. Okay, well, I think I just have to play Converter and then use it, because drawing a land would be pretty nice. Yeah, I'll discard Magda. Well, it's turn 5. I haven't hit a 3rd land. I've tried. I've cast Pyromancer, used Currency Converter, but I think I'm just dead here. The good news is my team went 2-1 round 1, so hopefully we could... let's see, right now we're up 2-1. We're about to be 2-2 because I'm losing this one. I get to battle my last round here. Okay, Planar Genesis. It's a way to like shuffle for Sylvan. You put 2 cards you just didn't want back, and then you cast this and you choose presumably one of the other cards. Now you got a fresh set of cards to look at. All right. They have 3 cards in hand. I mean, if I draw a land here, still we're doing okay. All right, that is a land. Let's him you. Mana leak. Oh man, and then I can't even convert. All right. Well, Chaos Defiler is a nice one too. So maybe I can land a Chaos Defiler. I'm going to use Converter again. I guess I wish I had kept Magda, as it turns out, because I drew the land exactly, so I could have just cast Magda this turn. But I also think Death Greeter can actually win games. Like, Death Greeter on Chaos Defiler can be pretty big. All right, they paid life, and then... you know what? I'm just going to make a 2-2. My hand is pretty good. I don't really want to discard it. Okay. Let's attack for 2 here. Pass the turn. Okay, they're going to fetch. I mean, I can just Season Pyro end of turn here. It's a pretty good way to use my mana. And then start threatening to kill them with a Death Greeter or something like that. It doesn't seem like it's going well for me, but they didn't have an actual animate to get, so Shallow Grave is a lot less scary. And they're getting to the point where paying life on Sylvan starts to add up, so I guess I'm not dead yet. I'll make them kill me here. I mean, they've gotten to see a lot of cards, and I mean, a lot more than I have, so I kind of feel like things aren't going great, but we'll see. Oath of Druids? Okay. Yeah, let's go end of turn Season Pyro here. They still have Cryptic up? I don't really like that. I could Chaos Defiler the Oath, but I feel like that's just not going to work. So let's just cast Death Greeters, which I also feel like it's not going to work. Look, if they have Oath plus a counterspell backup, then yeah, things aren't great. Mana Drain. Okay, it's a counterspell at least. All right, well, I get to attack for 7 here, or strike for 4 down to 7, and hope that they hit something that isn't great. I mean, I guess they have Emrakul and Vaultborn and Valgavoth. Yeah, Valgavoth is not ideal. Chaos Defiler can kill it, though. If somehow they milled a Mana Drain, if somehow they don't have another counterspell, the Chaos Defiler does kill the Valgavoth, hit them down to 3. That's something. Oh, I guess I should have waited on the currency converter. Or should not have waited on the currency converter because of the Valgavoth. All right. Well, I'll still use it, I guess. I don't really care about losing this Grim Monolith. I don't really care if they play a Grim Monolith. All right, well, I'll discard the Grim Monolith. Yeah, sure, I'll use its ability. It doesn't do anything. I mean, it has lifelink. I could have won through Emrakul with Fiery Confluence, but I'm just going to cast Chaos Defiler, have it get countered, and then I lose. That's my plan, at least. If you've got a Cryptic, you just counter it. It doesn't matter what modes you pick. Oh, okay. Okay. What is this? Shieldred's Edict? Okay, that doesn't actually do too much. Because I mean, they should Shieldred's Edict it now if they want to kill the Chaos Defiler, because I'll get 2 triggers if they don't. But because as is right now, it's going to get exiled by Valgavoth's ability and its static ability, and I won't get the death trigger, but this trigger will still take out the Valgavoth. All right, so Chaos Defiler's gone. They can't cast it or anything. I'll choose Valgavoth. I'll play Watery Grave and hit them to 3. I mean, honestly, I'm feeling pretty good about this because they don't have a counter in hand. They're going to get to Oath here. Even if they hit Vaultborn Tyrant, which I hope they hit Emrakul, but if they hit Vaultborn Tyrant, they go up to 6. Fiery Confluence still kills them. They have to find another counterspell. Okay. They upkeep milled. Their last 2 cards were Vaultborn Tyrant, Emrakul. Are you kidding me? They draw the Emrakul off the Vaultborn, and then they lose on their draw step. Oath of Druids claims another victim. Oh, that was insane. The funny thing was I still had the Fiery Confluence, but wow. They would have also milled the Echo of Eons. Oh, I told you. It's turning around. I can feel it. All right, we're 2-0. Haven't been 2-0 in like a year. It's not really, but it feels that way. And I'm sure you can attest to that. And you know what? I am stoked. Let's get to round 3. All right. Time for round 3, playing against the tank on Sultai. This hand's got some exciting stuff. I could turn 1 Carnage Interpreter. Let's not do that. All right, this hand's fine. I keep, and I think I just put back a Mountain. I feel like Magda is worth keeping. I want to keep my only black source and Talisman, and I think Dark Ritual could be great here. I'm going to play turn 2 Magda. All right, well, it'll maybe trade for the elf. I don't know. And, okay, well, Snuff Out is great against Tank's deck, I think. Just generally will be good against a green creature deck, but obviously don't have any swamps quite this instant. Let's see. Delighted Halfling. Okay, well, I get to trade off Magda, and I won't be Dark Ritual snuffing out, but I will be happy to... Oh. That's interesting. All right. Let's just attack. See what Tank does. I could save my Magda If they trade elf, I could just snuff out the elf after. But I think what I'm going to do is just snuff out the Delighted Halfling. I don't really need the Mogda that much. Let's see. Let's just get Volcanic Island or Underground. No, it has to be Underground Sea. Whew, be a bad idea. So I guess actually I'm going to get Blood Crypt then. That's what I want to get. Play Talisman. And then snuff out Halfling. Pass the turn. I can remand, and then I have 7 mana, so if I draw something good... Oh yeah, I will remand. Satyr Wayfinder. I just want to try to find a big play. Alright, let's go, let's go. Yeah, I'm not looking good. I mean, there's some big movers. If I draw Overlord or Carnosaur, Glorybringer, any of those kinds of things, those are all pretty good. They milled a forest and some creatures, yeah. I'll be siding in, I'm siding, I already can tell. I'm going to side out Mogda. I'm going to side in all of these black cards. And we'll go from there. Okay, action. Cool. I'm glad I put a land back, I guess. Tank's got 6 cards in hand. And any sort of advantage I had mana-wise is now gone. Like, there was a turn or two where if I played a 6-drop, they would be on 2 lands and I'd have a 6-drop in play, but that gap is closing rapidly. They have now access to 5 mana, 6 mana this turn. And I don't really have anything to do. Can you imagine if I had drawn Mind Twist? Alright, so 6/6 Menace Trample. ETB destroys a permanent. Wow, it can destroy lands too. Okay. And when it becomes monstrous, it destroys a permanent. Alright. The tank could hit me down to 1 and destroy a land here by going monstrous, but I don't know, that's useful. So this game, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alright. So I've drawn 3 spells and 11 lands this game, but I am playing 16 lands plus these 3 cards, so 19 lands, I guess. Still, 3 spells and 11 lands isn't exactly the ratio I'm hoping for. My team's doing pretty well, though, so I'm not too worried. Moloch, just slamming. All right. Psychic Frog, not going to do it. All right, well, that was unfortunate. Let's go... I do think the Remand is good. He's got some expensive cards still. I will still take out an island because I feel like I was playing 1 above what I needed. And then I want to put in Deathmark, Chainsaw, Firebolt, Harvester, Hymn, Bitter Triumph. I don't think I want Concealing Curtains or Grief or FOMO. I can take out Rabblemaster. I can take out Mogda. The thing is, I like the Snuff Out and the big stuff. I guess I could take out Rite of Flame. We're trying to play a slightly slower game. I think Dark Ritual is still pretty good, though. Legion Extruder is still pretty good. Maybe a Braid is worse. No, I guess Chainsaw is still better than a Braid. Maybe I don't need all of these things then. No, they have a lot of things to kill. Maybe Carnage Interpreter isn't as good if I'm boarding in like the big things and I'm not trying to be as aggressive. And I still think I like Grim Monolith. Psychic Frog also seems pretty good still, especially with this plan of all this removal. So I still need to take out a couple cards here. I mean, maybe the Remand can go up, but remanding Moloch or Alpha Deathclaw sounds pretty great. It's possible Harvester of Misery and Overlord. Like, I don't need all of these things. Let's maybe not play the... No, Harvester's pretty good. Maybe I just don't play the Chainsaw. Because Harvester's kind of like a Chainsaw, as in it's a 2-mana removal. But also you can just cast it for a good effect on 5. And then maybe I just take the Abraded. The 2-mana deal 3s, maybe not as good, though. I think they are actually pretty good. This is just like a lot of good action. I like all the dragons is the thing. Yeah, all right. It's got to be one of those things because I think I still have Firebolt and Legion Extruder. I feel like I've got some good early plays. All right. I'd like to play first. All right. I'll keep this hand. Arid Mesa is going to get Volcanic Island most likely. Yeah. I'm going to lead on Swamp. I'm not really going to snuff out on turn 1, but I'm going to want Swamp in play. And depending on what I play on turn 2, like, I'm probably not leaving up Remand on 2, so I kind of want to wait on Arid Mesa, because it can get the Volcanic, of course, but I might want to get Blood Crypt. I have double black spells, double red, well, Volcanic gets double red. So I have double black spells in my deck. Maybe I'd want to use it. Like, imagine if I immediately drew a blue source, though I guess most of my blue sources are tank mold to 4. Well, you know, if it takes my opponent's molding to 4 for me to get back in it, I guess I'll take it. Okay, well, that I'm probably going to kill. Let's see what I draw. Okay, I drew Underground Sea. That said, I'm just going to play Grim Monolith here, and yes, I am going to snuff that out. Next turn, I can dash Deathgreeter and leave up Remand, though that's not like the most exciting. Let's just draw another big thing, maybe. Let's just cast Deathgreeter, I guess. And it's a 3/2 double strike and pass the turn. Kind of awkward, but I would like to leave up Remand here because it could not only stop Tank from making a play. A Tarmogoyf. That is okay. And it could draw me into something to play. Well, now I don't want to play the fetch because it'll grow Tarmogoyf. Luckily, the Remand won't. So there's actually a pretty good chance that next turn, unless Tank draws an actual fetch land, that Goyf doesn't even grow. Because Tank plays something and I Remand it. It works out pretty well. I could also untap Grim Monolith here. Oh, Boseiju. That could have grown Goyf really nicely. Boseiju the Grim Monolith. Make it a 4/5. I guess I would still just trade. All right. And then pass. All right. Well, I'm going to untap it. The Remand is not a good enough reason to not do that. Okay. I mean, I could easily, despite Tank mulling to 4, I could definitely lose this game. I have a lot more mana and all that, but I haven't drawn a spell yet. So, like, that is actually the way I end up in trouble here. Of course, my position is still better, but really interesting, though, because, like, blocking and cycling Triumph is also fine. It makes the Goyf a 3/4. Necromancy on Elvish Mystic. I'm just going to let that happen because it's just not that strong. I don't really want to waste anything here. Legion Extruder. Oh, perfect. Let's go Legion Extruder. Kill the Tarmogoyf, which is not a typical play. Attack with Deathgreeter. All right. Now I think we're fine. Tank's hand also, even after the Mold of 4, wasn't even particularly good. Like, Tank cast Tarmogoyf and then Necromancy on Elvish Mystic. Those are all fairly weak. Now I think I just straight up win. I just Remand whatever this is, most likely, and then make another token. Yeah, I'll Remand Leovold. End of turn, I'll turn Grim Monolith into a Legion Extruder token, and then attack for 9 here. Barring something unexpected. And hopefully game 3, we just get a nice big dragon to play. All right. Yeah, none of these are things that seem... I mean, Leovold is a 3. There's a chance a Braid might be better. Leovold's not... Like, it doesn't stop me from drawing too many cards. I don't have that many ways to draw cards. Maybe on the draw instead of him, I want a Braid, but no, I really like him. So, all right, game 3 time. Playing for the 3-0. Probably not going to get spotted a Mold of 4 this time. On the draw. Any land? Yeah, all right. Any land in this hand casts Monolith into either Goldspan or Chaos Defiler, and I have Firebolt. Tank's got a bunch of different elves. Delighted Halfling, Llanowar Elves, etc. So I'm going to run it. Okay, rewarded. Drawing Underground Sea was pretty nice there. Turn 2 all Monolith. Though I could go 3, 4. I could Ritual and play Chaos Defiler. That's actually pretty funny. Okay, well, let's just play Grim Monolith. I hope it doesn't get blown up, but, you know, if it does, it does. Besieged or something? No. Oliphant. I guess Besieged couldn't have even been done end of turn. All right. Oliphant into Taiga. Yeah, that's still not Leovold. Though Chaos Defiler, oh, that's Leovold. Chaos Defiler is a really nice answer to Leovold. Oh, persist the Oliphant, sure. All right. Land would still be really nice here. I guess what I'm just going to do is just... I don't really like it, but I'll just cast Chaos Defiler. The reason I say I don't like it is this gives Tank the opportunity to kill Chaos Defiler and not lose a second permanent, where mostly that's not the case because it can't kill lands, of course. So drawing the Underground Sea was fantastic. I will need to draw another land at some point. If I draw a mountain, I can Ritual Goldspan, and then I'm in great shape. If the Goldspan gets even one hit in, I have a pretty good leg up on casting my spells. And are we going to kill this Chaos Defiler? It does put Tank in an awkward spot where, like, if you've got another creature to play, it gets a little worse, but we'll see what happens here. Oh, Oko. Oh, could Oko the Chaos Defiler. That's fine with me. Land would still be really good here, but whatever. I'll Firebolt. And then attack Oko and kill it. Okay. So Tank plays like a Mawlock here. Is that going to be the joke? Yeah. All right. Land, please. Oh my God. Okay. I'll pass the turn, I guess. I mean, I drew one land, or I would obviously just not be in the game, but a second land, I don't think it's like too much to ask to draw. If I can land a Remand here, and then I go Dark Ritual, Necron, Deathmark, the Mawlock, that's all totally fine. I mean, I kind of prefer Tank play something so I can Remand it, though I guess I would hope it's not a very good card. Beseiju? Well, that play's going to work out terribly for them, I think. I think I just get... Do I get Watery Grave or Volcanic Island? I think at this point I get Watery Grave because I'm going to Dark Ritual Necron Deathmark now, and I want both blue and black. Okay, Delighted Halfling resolves. All right, Ritual Deathmark. Sure, blow up that, and I think I would rather mill. Milled lands. Not ideal. All right, well, I'm just going to attack and I guess just Legion Extruder. I kind of feel like Tank doesn't have much to cast, and killing the Halfling is a good use of my mana. At some point, Remand will be good, most likely. I guess if Tank goes land Deathclaw here, that would be bad, but I'm just not in a position to not use my mana. Yeah, right. Oh, getting Entombed. Okay, they've already used Animates. Oh, Entomb for Echo? Yeah, I guess leaving up Remand would have been a hell of a lot better, huh? All right. And this is like an okay Echo, but not a great one. It's got a Hymn, I guess. I can go like land Talisman Hymn. Sure. And a Satyr Wayfinder. And milled Terrasunder, whatever. Land. I guess I'll attack first. Because it doesn't have flying. I always think this thing has flying. It does not. Yeah, Tank's going to block. No surprise. Talisman. I'm just firing off the Hymn here. Maybe getting lucky and hitting something good. Hit Mawlock and Beseiju. Well, Mawlock was a card I would want to Hymn, for sure. Next turn, I can't hardcast the Overlord, but I can Impending it if I want. Alpha Deathclaw still pretty annoying. Emperor of Bones. Okay. Oh, into Entomb. Sure. What are we getting? I mean, Deathclaw is basically just like, I take 6. Oh, it's an Atroxa. Never mind. Never mind. I guess I'm dead. All right. So it goes. Yeah, it turns out being too late, having two lanes in play on turn 7 was not conducive to winning. Had I left up to Remand and remanded the Echo, I probably would have been in a great position. But again, that tank had a bunch of mana last turn, the turn before, and used it on using Beseju for no real reason and casting a Delighted Halfling. So it seemed like tank had to have top deck there most likely, but who knows? Maybe they had the Echo or the Entomb last turn and didn't want to use it. All right. The good news is my team is victorious, so I guess I'll have to be satisfied with that. I mean, I'm just dead here. I'm going to 5, facing down a million things. All right. We're back. We're back. I mean, we got one. We got 2, actually, and we won the draft. That's all we needed. I had Underworld Breach, Brain Freeze, and Sideboard. The Dark Ritual worked out pretty well. I think Mind Twist was great in this deck, even though I never really landed a really sick one. And overall, this is kind of a solid deck. Not like perfect, but for a 3-on-3, I think this deck was quite good. All right, well, feels good to at least pick up more wins than losses for once. So I hope you enjoyed this. I appreciate you hanging out. Win or lose, that part's been very important recently. And I'll be back tomorrow with another draft. I'll see you then. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. It helps out the channel, and you won't miss a single draft.